Hello everyone, I just want to show you the sheath I made for my Bark River Bravo 1. Stay tuned and basically the video takes you through a variety of steps and hopefully it's helpful to somebody. Comments appreciated, so enjoy.
Okay, so today I'm going to try to make a knife sheath for my Bark River Bravo 1. Basically the way it's going to sit is, bear with me here because I'm trying to look through the camera as I do this. There'll be a layer of leather, then there will be another sort of spacer layer, then on top of that we'll lay another layer with a snap here basically. So I just traced this out and I'm going to cut out the leather and see how it looks, then we'll modify it from there. Okay, we got the leather cut out. Basically I just traced it from that paper and onto the leather. Just use scissors to cut it. You can sand this up afterwards, the edges. So basically I'm going to have a spacer layer in here and that's going to sit right there. And then on top of that, because of where the butt of a knife here, we need a little more thickness than for the blade, I'm going to put a couple of spacers in here. And I've just cut them on an angle here so it's not that bulky on the edge. So basically those will sit like that. And this is the top, which will sit there. Something like that, and then I'm going to have just a little piece on here just for decoration, and I'm going to burn something on there to make it look a little nicer. So that's basically what it looks like, and this will fold over on the vise. I'll bend that and break that so it sits properly. So that's where we are as of today, and we'll keep going, and hopefully we can keep taping this. Hello. Okay, well, I made some mods to my sheath for a couple things I forgot, and anyways, let's go through it real quick. So basically this is the bottom of the sheath, and this piece here will be a spacer. But what I did also is, this is for a light my fire basically strike. So what I did is I cut this in here a little bit, just a hair, so I could glue that in there, and it's going to be sewed as well as I get to the sewing, and that'll just basically become part of that spacer. Really what I should have done is made it part of the top, but I didn't want to waste more leather, so I modified and cut another one of these spacers. Then I'm going to have these spacers, if you recall, that I talked about for the handle part, and then this will sit on top. Basically that's how it's going to look. I also put some pattern on here just with, I use like a little chisel and like a letter opener actually to do that. Anyway, so just going to glue it next and then let it set, and then I'm going to stitch it, see how it looks, probably, and clean it up and go from there. So we'll see you soon. Hello again. Okay, well, we've done a bit more work on the sheath for my Bark River Bravo 1. So basically, as I showed you earlier, all the pieces stacked. I glued this, and I just used barge contact cement. Stuff works great, but you gotta be careful with it, and you gotta let it set a little bit and make sure you get it on right, because once you put it on, it's not coming off without a lot of force. Then I just went through and drilled holes all the way through. Because it's pretty thick, right? So I went through and drilled holes with my drill press downstairs in a small bit. So now I'm ready to start stitching, basically. Okay, I'm starting to stitch. You're going to have a hard time probably seeing this, but basically I'm using a saddle stitch. I'll try to show this, but it's pretty difficult actually in this position I'm in. So you basically, slide through one hole like that, for example, and then you come through, pull that snug, and then you take one on this side and you go through and the other end, and you just basically keep doing that. If you really want a good video on this, go to tandyleather.com, I think it is, and they'll have a pretty good video on this saddle stitch. You just go all the way through, and I'll show you that when it's done. Thanks. Okay, I got it all sewn. For those of you that didn't hear me, basically I had a hard time here trying to stitch this, doing a saddle stitch and showing it on the camera. So if you go to tandyleather.com, or tandyleatherfactory.com actually, and they have a link on the left to videos, and you see a video there for stitching, and so if you need a hand with that, go wild. By the way, this is only my second sheath I've made, so my stitching's not what I would call perfect, but once I put the beeswax on it and stuff, and you know, all the imperfections will be gone, and I gotta sand it along here and stuff like that. So basically this is how it looks. The knife slides in pretty easily, and what I'm going to do is put a snap here so that it locks in place. That's why I haven't cut this yet. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it so it holds properly. And then also here's my light my fire, and that'll slide in here. It's a real snug fit. So that's what it's going to look like. It's going to get darker as I put the beeswax on it, but just wanted to show you. So as well, I had a stamp of a bear, so I put that on there as well, and just to give it a little bit of a touch. Anyways, we'll talk to you soon. Okay, so my sheath is all done. Basically what I did is used a mix of 1 ounce of beeswax with about a half a cup of olive oil, and basically just nuked it in the microwave, let it melt, and then just dipped it. Let it sit in the, dipped it, rubbed it around a bit and stuff, and then let it air dry for a minute, then just rubbed it down. You get a real cake on it basically, and rubbed it off, and now it's still drying a little bit now, but I just wanted to finish filming this. So that's basically it. I put a snap in here, so I left this a little bit longer so I basically can pull it. Sorry about that. Camera went flying, and and there comes the knife. There's still some wax in there, you can see it, but I need to finish let it drying. So it slides in quite easily, and the snap just basically snaps in, and away you go. And as that dries, it'll set better, so it holds that knife in place better, and as well as a little holder for my light my fire. So that's it. Anyways, hopefully this has been somewhat helpful to someone out there, but just thought I'd try to document some of it and see if there was any pointers or if it was any help to anybody. So take care, thanks very much, and we'll talk to you later.